All right, we are going to be on page 88. This is chapter 5. We're working on gerunds. And remember what a gerund is?
No.
A gerund. Wop, wop, wop. Let's do a review. First of all, what is a verbal?
Gerund.
Say it with me. A verbal is a form of a verb that is used as an adjective, noun, or adverb in a sentence. Last week we looked at participles. A participle is a
participle is a
verbal that is used as an adjective ending in ed, ent, or ing. This week we're looking at gerunds. A gerund, remember, has an N in it, is a
gerund is a
verbal used as a noun
ending
in ing. And think of gerunding, okay? Our next chapter we'll look at an infinitive. An infinitive is a verbal used as an adjective, noun, or adverb. Remember, an infinitive is 2 plus a verb. Rogine,
Yeah.
Is my whole body in the shop?
Yes.
I don't like the top of my head cut off, okay? Okay, so this week, remember, we're looking at gerunds. So we're looking for gerunds doing the job as a noun, ending in ing, and the heart of our noun would be a verb. So we would draw a heart over it. Remember, in class on page 82, we looked at all the different examples. Function as a noun. The gerund can be a subject, a direct object, indirect object, object of the preposition, or predicate nominative. If you don't remember that, look back at page 82 to look at all those examples. All right, so today we are looking at page 88, and our first sentence is reading. Is this in the shot, Rogine?
Yes.
Our first sentence is, let's read it out loud. First we read it. Reading makes a wise student, though writing makes a wiser student. Order of analysis. Order of analysis.
Phrases, clauses.
Phrases, clauses,
Principal
elements, and modifiers. And within our phrases and within our clauses, we're looking for conjunctions as well. Is it a subordinate conjunction, or is it a fanboy? Remember our fanboys: for, and, nor, but, or, yet, so. And our adverbial clauses will have a subordinate clause, www.asia.wub. Say them with me. When, while, where, as, since,
although,
if, although, whereas, unless, because. All right. You have to know those too, because in writing, we're going to be adding extra phrases, clauses in our writing. Okay, so let's go on. Reading makes a wise student, though writing makes a wiser thinker. Are there any subordinate clauses?
while. No, though. I thought it said while. Though.
Oh, I was looking at this one. Okay, reading makes a wise student.
Though writing makes a wiser thinker.
So you think though is a... It's not one of the www.
It's another
Asia's, but it is on our chart if you were to look at your chart, okay? So yes, this is a subordinate conjunction. Oopsie, I don't want to use that color. This is our clause. This would be our subordinate clause. So remember, this would make this our main clause. So within our subordinate clause, let's analyze. This subject is about what?
It's about writing.
Writing. It is about writing. And writing does what?
It makes
a
thinker.
Makes who or what?
Thinker.
Makes a thinker. I like to circle my direct object. Even though this is a
I'm pretty
subordinate
sure it's
clause.
indirect, though.
No, this is not. So we have wiser is an adjective, easy enough, descriptive, right? An article. But what do we notice about writing? Miss Tiffany, isn't that actually an action?
It's a gerund.
It is. It is a gerund. It is a noun, right? Subject noun. This is our subject noun verb. It ends in our ing. It is gerunding. Writing is gerunding, right? If I can coin a term. All right, so next. Though writing makes a wiser thinker is a clause. This is a clause about writing. We did all of that. So this sentence is a declarative. This sentence is about what? What is this sentence about?
It's about reading.
It is about reading. So reading is our subject, right?
And it's a gerund.
It's our subject. The subject does what? Makes who or what? A student. This is our direct object. What kind of student? Wise. This is an adjective. A is another article. And I heard from the peanut gallery someone say, hey, reading. Miss Tiffany, isn't that a verb? Yeah, but right here, it's acting as the noun. It's an activity, the activity of reading. That is how it can be a noun, okay? So at the heart of this noun is a verb, and that is how you are going to analyze it. And now we have to say, hey, what is our clause? Though writing makes a wiser thinker tells us what question is it answering? Anyone?
It's telling.
What is it saying?
I don't know.
It's an adverbial clause. What is it telling us about makes?
It's telling us.
It's answering the question, how? How does it make you a wiser student? Though writing makes a wiser thinker, how does it make? It says how, tells us how reading makes. So though writing makes a wiser thinker, it is adverbial element because it modifies a verb. All right, so now we are going to diagram it. And remember that when we're diagramming our gerunds, it's going to be up on a pedestal like this, but a step. Okay, a step down, and then you are going to write your gerund at a slant, okay? So let's, our main clause is a SVTDO. Our subordinate clause is also a SVTDO. So we're going to diagram it like so. And we have our clause, and those always connect with the verbs, remember? All right, so let's fill this in. Zuri, quiet, please. I don't know why I can't get this straight in my head. There we go. We're gonna have a gerund there, and we're also going to have a gerund here. This one is reading, and this one is writing. Okay, our clause is though. Now I have reading makes what? Student. And we have a wise. Though writing makes who or what? Makes a thinker. And our modifiers are a wise thinker. Okay, so that's how you do that. Moving on to our second sentence. After studying, Elliot felt wiser, tired, and very hungry. This sentence doesn't have any phrases. Do you see any prepositional phrases? No prepositional phrases?
After studying.
After studying. Oh, wait. ING. It's setting off my gerunding alert. Preposition. This is the object of the preposition. It's doing the job of a noun, right? A gerund can only do the job of a noun, and the function, the job of this noun, is the object of the preposition. All right, going on. Are there any clauses? No, but I do see a fanboy. So I'm going to put that in brackets. I don't know exactly what kind of compound what it's going to be, since it's towards the end of my sentence. Yeah. So this sentence is about Elliot. Elliot felt. Ooh. A sensory linking verb. Wait, okay. It is our sensory linking verb. So I have to say felt who or what? Oh, we felt wiser.
It's an adjective.
Is it describing or renaming Elliot?
Compound adjective.
They're adjectives. They're describing Elliot. Elliot was wiser. He felt tired and hungry. These are all predicate adjectives, all right? So, and now we're going to look at our modifiers, very. We haven't come across this one very much, very, but very is an adverb, right? It's saying to what extent. To what extent was he hungry? Very. So it's answering the question to what extent. So we have that. After studying, is this an adverbial prepositional phrase or adjectival?
Adverbial.
Adverbial. Why? What's it?
Telling when he felt.
Yeah, it's answering the question when. When did he feel wiser? After studying. This is an adverbial clause. Remember, it's yeah, so we just have a single sentence, a simple sentence here. Elliot felt wiser in SVLPA. So remember, we're going to diagramming like this, okay? So we have an SVLPA, our subject, but we're going to run into, we have 3 predicate adjectives. So we're going to go like this.
Ezra better not make the rocket ship burn the words.
Here's and. All right. We have another verbal. Which one is our verbal here? Our participle.
Studying.
We already have that. One of these is a participle. It's doing the job of an adjective.
Let me see.
Remember, a participle ends in ed, en, t, or ing.
Wiser and tired.
Tired. Can you do wiser? No, but tired is an activity.
You can tire out.
Can tire out. Yep. Okay. So this verbal is going to be up on a curvy pedestal. Okay, it's a participle. And so let's fill this in. I have Elliot. Felt wiser. Tired and hungry. To what extent was he hungry?
Very hungry.
Very. Down here we have, remember, after studying is modifying our verb. And it's been a while since we've had an adverbial adverbial clause, like a short noun clause. After.
You mean phrase?
Yeah, start. So this we need to put up on
A step.
How come I start my step like that? Wah, wah, wah. There. Right here is going to be studying. Okay?
Look.
All right. So moving on to our next sentence.
This video is 15 minutes, by the way.
Okay, good. Our next sentence is, I have to erase all this. If you need it, pause, rewind. Our last sentence, since he seems hungry, so we're going to write it down. Since you have it in your book, but
Since you have it in your
since
book.
he seems hungry, would you suggest eating?
Yes. I would suggest eating.
This sentence is interrogative because it's asking a question. This sentence does not have any phrases. I do see a subordinating clause, right? WWW, when, while, whereas, since, although, whereas, unless, because. Since he seems hungry, there's our subordinate clause. And within our subordinate clause, who is this sentence about? He. He seems, oh, there's our sensory linking verb again. He seems what?
Tired.
Hungry.
Oh, hungry.
Does that describe or rename he? It describes, so it is our predicate adjective.
You're not making the rocket ship burn. The words.
Yeah. Now,
Whenever it's compound, okay?
so would you suggest eating? What is our subject here? If I were to change this to a declarative sentence, I would say you would suggest eating. You is our subject. Would suggest is our predicate verb. Would is a helping verb. You would suggest what?
Eating.
You would suggest eating. And because it is a noun, it's doing the job of a noun, but it ends in ing. Remember, eating is gerunding. I'm just making that a verb. It's gerunding, right? Eating. So now we're going to diagram it. We have a SVTDO pattern. And that is not very dark at all. You would suggest what? Eating. We're going to put that up on our pedestal. I always draw a line down. I need to go over, horizontal, vertical, horizontal.
Wait, hold on. What since he seems hungry modifying?
Oh. Since he seems hungry is modifying, well, I know adverbs always modify nouns. But what question?
No.
So it's adverbial.
Mom, you just
I
said
mean, a verb. This is adverbial clause. It's answering the question, what?
How, when, or where.
What question is it answering?
To what extent? No, I don't know.
Since he seems hungry. Why?
Yeah.
Why is he suggesting? Since he seems hungry. Right? Adverbs answer the question
Yeah.
why?
Yeah.
Okay,
How,
why?
when,
It's answering
how,
the
when,
question
where,
why. All right, so now we have our
Why?
subordinate conjunction. Separating our verbs. And this one, remember, is a predicate adjective. Okay. Since he, our linking sensory verb, seems hungry. And there you have it. And I guess also you're supposed to put a question mark there. That is it for lesson A. Please work on lesson 89 write in the definitions of what a verbal is, what is a gerund. You can look at page 210 for your answers, or go back to the video to find your answers here. Okay? Until next time.